We are back at our deck project this morning. The rain has subsided, for now anyway. We really just got a few more rows of this decking to put down on the inside, and then we're gonna start installing the posts and working on the railing. As we're getting closer to the house with the decking, it's harder to swing the hammer and get any force to beat these boards tight. I'm gonna screw this board to the deck joist right here. Now we got ourselves a nice lever, and we'll show right here, Nolan. We can just pull like that, and we're gonna get it nice and snug really quick, and we're not taking up the space where we need to install the clip. Otherwise, you could just use a chisel and pry, but that would also put a hole in our zip tape. So that's a pretty cool way to do that if you can't get these pulled tight. Slight problem here. Jamie said we cannot get this goat fencing, the 4x4 grid, anywhere now. It's like out.
What?
Yeah, Tractor Supply, no. Lowe's, no. Jennings, no. The only thing you can get is like powder coated black now because everybody started doing this.
I talked to Joe a little bit about the options for the handrail stuff.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
And, well, I told him I'm about to Jennings right now to check out this. They have a powder coated, it looks like galvanized, but it's powder coated.
So they made a fake galvanized and got rid of the real galvanized.
That's right.
Okay.
So, but that may be the best bet.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it matches good enough, then we don't have to buy, replacements for these 3 sections up here. That'd be good. Let's see. Make sure to get your cut end to butt this other cut end. I think you got it the right way. Yeah, raised trim in all these. None of the factory ends are very good. As far as making a butt joint, that would be okay. What are we gonna do there? It's buried. I think my best bet is to try and line this up where it goes and then just hammer it on there and then undo it. So I'm gonna give that a shot. I've never really tried this, but it could work. Oh, that might have worked. Yeah. Woo. We got a line snapped here. We're gonna cut this decking back to put a full piece in. And what do you know it? We're cutting right through all these clips. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull them and move them over so we can reuse them hopefully. One thing we're gonna try to do here before we put this board in is get this entire girder flashed. Now you can see I've already got zip tape on the exposed part, but it's really hard to tuck it under. So what I've got is a piece of this vinyl flashing that's a little bit more rigid. Kind of rigid, it's kind of floppy. And I'm gonna try to tuck pieces of that underneath these boards and cover up the rest of the top. I guess we gotta see if this board goes in there now. The clip, no. Nope. So it's gonna be a little bit of a trick the way it's gotta go under this corner board and into these clips. Oh yeah. So we ran all the deck boards long on both ends, and we're gonna cut them in a nice straight line with a chalk line. But first I'm gonna get rid of most of the extra here because that's a lot of weight. And if we're doing the final precise cut right here, the weight of those could just like tear or snap or do something nasty as we're cutting that exact line. So I'm gonna cut it to where it's like 4 inches hanging off. Then later we'll come back and snap a line with like 1 inch hanging off and cut that. Is that a pretty cool shot, Ray?
Well, I only got like half a second in the beginning and half a second at the end.
Oh, did you double tap it?
I did.
Gosh, that was the money shot of the whole video.
I know.
These things. Toot, 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 toot. Oh well.
You're fired.
What's up?
I don't think the hard stuff's gonna come down for quite a while. We could work a little bit. This is not good. We have all the decking torn off the front porch, but they can't even walk in and out of their house. Dang
Well,
it.
is he gonna pass?
I don't know. It's all pop-up thunderstorms. I don't know. I'm checking right now.
We are on a rain pause here, and we're having a little trouble with this job. It's really hard to get all the materials, the things you need, to the job when it's only like a 1.5 to 2 week job. And we only knew we were going to do this job one working day before we started the job. So
That's right.
He texted us, said, hey, I need a deck. And we said, well, we're available starting tomorrow. So
Yeah, no, we went from design to foundation to framing to finish work to getting ready for a CO on this thing in a really short time. And I didn't know, but this goat fencing, there's like goat fencing, hog fencing, cattle fencing, horse fencing.
Yeah.
There's every
animal.
animal.
I might have called it hog fencing, but really it's goat fencing.
That's right. No, you can't call it hog fencing because that's not what it is, apparently. I learned that just today. So apparently the kind that everybody's been using, like this right here. See that?
That's goat.
All these agricultural and farm supply houses, they've been stocking this stuff, but right now it does not exist.
What happened?
Nobody has it. Don't know. And they haven't had it for a while.
Maybe a lot of people are getting goats.
That was actually probably the last reason I thought that could be the reason. So the kind that I found, because there was none available in the galvanized flavor, that this is a powder coated, it looks like a hammered painted finish, but it's gray. It's got a little color variation, a little dark, a little black, a little gray, a little silver. It is literally made to look like galvanized.
Isn't that stupid?
But it's powder coated. And it's a pretty good imitation though. And it's gonna pass here. Like you won't be able to tell the difference, you know, looking at it from a distance.
Well, the plot thickens here, Jamie. This fencing is actually called wild hog, not wild goat.
No such thing as a wild goat.
Yeah. Ray's throwing me some blocking up here, and he's just lucky I didn't get my camera out in time for those last couple beautiful throws. That was a nice one. Good job. So these little PT blocking pieces are going to go on the side of the posts where we have posts, and they go kind of like that, and they'll support the edge of the decking, that outside piece, so it's fully supported there. Ray's going to see if he can get his drill in here.
Oh, I still can't.
You can't? Oh, come on. Yes.
This goes right here.
Right there. Ray, you didn't throw football much as a kid, did you?
Oh, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Huh.
Underhanded, I don't, that's the thing though. I didn't grow up doing underhanded anything.
Oh, it's the underhand.
It's the underhanded that's the problem.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to get you to throw me blocks like a football then next time.
Yes.
You know, I'm going to have to switch up throwing football with my kids to do one throw underhanded, then one throw overhanded.
Yeah.
So that if they ever on a job site, they can pitch up, you know, wood underhanded skillfully. All right, Ray.
Oh gosh.
You know what to do. Evidently, Max is pro behind the back. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. That was insane. For this outside board, I'm using these screws that are specifically made for composite decking. It's a T20, and one little pro tip that I'll give you is if you spin the bit in this just a little bit, pull it out and discard it, because if you try to go back and drive it again, it'll just completely strip out, and then you can't take it out or put it in. I've done it twice where I thought I could get a bite on it again, and nope. So along with doing this deck here, we're replacing the old wood decking on that deck there, and it was decking that he had ordered a long time ago, the discontinued darker color that we don't have more of. And Jamie's doing the piece right at the top of the steps, correct? Mm-hmm. And he doesn't want to have to face screw it, which he wants to use a solid edge piece so the clips won't work in the back edge of it. So right. I'd imagine you got some plan here.
Well, my idea here is just to sort of duplicate the grooved edge on one side of a solid edge piece. And I'm thinking, it seems like this is a pretty common thing. Maybe, I don't know why they don't make one like that. Maybe
One
it's,
that has a groove side and a solid side.
That's right.
Dude, we just became billionaires. We make groove solid decking.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
What's it going to be called?
I don't know.
I can't think of anything.
Think of something catchy. I'm sure all the decking engineers say, well, we already thought of that, but we just don't make it for some reason. Whatever. I'm going to try it here on the table saw. I don't think I got anything to lose here except for the 2 pieces of decking I need to use are the only 2 in existence, and I better not mess them up. So there's that. And saw here. Oh, I've already got the depth set there. So it'll be about right.
Yep, that seems right.
I'm just going to set it to the center for now, and
It looks like about the
we'll
center.
try that. I don't want to overdo it here, and yeah, we'll try that. I think I'll probably run it both ways. So
Yeah.
if the blade is not perfectly centered, that means I can widen it out a little bit.
Yep. Give you like a sort of a dado blade
There you go.
kind of deal.
Dado deal. I wonder if this is actually centered. So we've got exactly 7/16 of material there. And, oh, not exactly centered. There's a tiny bit more material at the top
Okay.
than the bottom. So, take that into consideration. I think it's safe. I think we're safe.
Seems too wide.
It's too wide, and part of the problem is this board is not perfectly straight. It's bowed a little bit, and I can't press it with enough force that it would take to actually flatten the board against the fence. So going this way, it makes a part that doesn't touch in the middle, and going the other way, it does touch in the middle, and it throws off the measurements. I think I'm gonna abandon this idea.
He doesn't fail often, but he's got good reasons when he does. Here's the scenario. If it wasn't clear, we have clips on one side on a groove board, and we need this solid edge out here for the overhang on the step. And so, did you make it kind of work?
I did. I gotta say, you know, in case anybody says they make one-sided clips, here they are.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I just don't love them, so I didn't.
Well, there goes our idea.
You know, but
Crap.
this makes a perfect spacer too, is why I wanted to try this. And we've actually cut that part of it off before in the past. But what I did is I went ahead and took the oscillating tool and kind of just nibbed out that center part only where I needed it cut out. And it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Nice.
I don't know how well, when I tighten this down, if it's actually gonna pinch this side down. It may capture it, but it may be a little bit loose. Worst case is I do a pair of screws.
Okay.
And I was gonna kind of have to do that anyway, but at least I get the self-spacing action out of that clip there. Oh yeah. Actually, it kind of angled a little bit.
Oh, yeah, definitely pulled it down.
It did pull it down, so
Let me give you a
pretty happy with that. Yeah, did you see it tilt? Yep. But it is doing the job though. So I think it's okay. Yep.
Great.
All right. I don't hate that. I think I'll just screw the front edge and leave that clip in the back.
Jono's got the precision notching going here for some 45-degree braces to keep the deck from doing that number. So we're gonna lap the band. That's for the outside band, and then bolt them in. Drop her down. Drop her down. Okay. Wow. Oh, yeah.
Suck it a little more.
Yeah, okay.
1/8 inch gap.
All right.
A little more.
Hey, today's video is brought to you by Geology, award-winning skin, hair, and body products powered by facts, not fads. So if you're watching this show right now, my analytics tell me that most likely you're a guy, which means you probably don't think much about your skin because you're too busy doing other stuff, your hobbies, your work. Right now, I'm actually doing 2 things. I'm filming this, I'm taking my rabbit for a walk. So we're always busy, and Geology can help you out by making your skincare routine very simple. And Geology's skincare products help you to fight acne, reduce oiliness, prevent wrinkles, combat darker, puffy under eyes, and target signs of aging. This is Sonny, by the way. He's a pretty cool guy. So if you're like me, you're rough on your skin. I work long hours in the sun, I get super dirty, super sweaty, and the sweat just sits on me all day long. And then at night, I work long hours, stay up late, don't get enough sleep. I really needed some skincare to help me keep looking at least as good as I am now. I've got my geology stuff outside so it's not echoey. I can show you my routine. Step 1, everyday face wash in the shower in the morning. Step 2, tone controlling morning cream, that's SPF 15, which makes a huge difference for me. And then when I get home, step 3 for me is the everyday face wash again in the shower, followed up by eye cream at night. And this has got retinol, really good ingredients. And then finally, night cream, and that's every day. It's super simple. Here's how easy it is to get going with geology. Just click the link down in our video description, take a 60-second diagnostic quiz, 1 minute, and with a few clicks, you tell them about your skin and your goals, and their team of dermatologists will design a personalized routine just for you that's shipped right to your door. So if you're interested, use my link down in the video description below the video and use code Perkins100 to grab your personalized skincare trial set for 100% off. Plus, you'll get a free gift and up to 50% off on add-ons. Trust me, your skin will thank you. Thank you again to Geology for partnering with us on this sponsored video. We appreciate it, and let's get back to work. We got this end braced up with some 45 6x6s, lagged in with big GRKs, and that's a lot of work to cut them and hold them and install them. Alternatively, you could use like flat stock 2x4 and just nail or screw to the back of these or to the bottom of the deck and make big X's, like exit up like a railroad trestle. Would do the same thing, but it does not look good is the problem.
I don't like it.
Doesn't look great.
This looks like you did all this on purpose.
Yeah. This probably doesn't work as good.
Probably not.
But it definitely looks better and it passes code. The reason it doesn't work as well is that these posts, even these 6x6s, they can flex.
Yeah, they can. You wouldn't think so, but in this height, like say less than 10 feet, this is pretty substantial when you're coming about a third of the way down the post with the brace. And what really helps us here is that this wraps around the house in a corner. It makes it really almost not need these, but to match what is already here and to make sure that
we didn't even need these? Dude, Ray and I and Jono have been busting our
need these. They are. He's got screws coming out his nose.
We're losing our minds. I'm slipping in the mud. I'm like falling off a ladder. Ray and I got tired enough of struggling here to come up with a better plan. We're going to mark this and then screw a block on to the post that's going to hold our brace up for us while we screw it in instead of us holding it. Okay. Oh, is there a joist in the way? Yep. Gosh. Good? Yep. It's just about time to go here, so we're gonna pause and get a bunch of stain put on these boards for the railing parts so that hopefully by the morning they won't be tacky and sticky and get all over us. The smell of this stain is reminding Jono and I and Jamie of the smell of Sickens stain. If you've ever used that back in the day, it'd like burn your eyes if you looked at it while you were installing it. You had to wear goggles. It was supposed to be good, but yeah, it was like burn your nostrils, burn your eyes. This isn't quite there, but it's got that same kind of smell.
And the feel.
Yeah, and the slippery, kind of sticky at the same time feel. Nolan and I have finally located the elusive solid edge boards we need to finish the top cap of our railing here. And I've got to get them about 45 minutes down the road on a Subaru. So we're going to see if that works. We've got the boards loaded and that's what we got. I decided that this was going to be safer than the roof rack because these are really slick. I've got them pushed against the windshield, so if I hit the brakes, they're already there. They're not gonna slide.
Man, you don't need no truck.
I know.
Dude, that's perfect.
I wouldn't recommend it though. I was having to hang on to them. Like I had my arm up over them while I was driving so they wouldn't slide across the dashboard as I was going around turns and stuff.
Yeah.
So not recommended. But it did work fine.
I mean,
Ish. Jono!
Nah, bro. Jason!
So we are getting everything prepped for our railings this morning, including cutting all the posts off the right height, trimming the decking underneath where the railings have to go, and basically we'll be matching these railings over here so you can get a look at what it's going to be. It's this hog fence or goat fence. We can't decide which it is. Sandwiched between 2x4s and 2x2s on the sides. Makes a pretty great railing. It's very sturdy because of the doubled up nature of it, even without the top cap. But it does take like twice the 2x4s of a conventional picket railing. So that's the one downer to it. We got a problem,
dude,
folks.
that's a first. I have not done that
Dipped his
before.
beard in stain. Don't worry, it's just got insecticide on it too.
It's dripping everywhere.
Oh man.
Oh gosh.
Dude, that's gonna be pretty cool once you get the tips
Dude,
colored like that.
chocolate pudding tips right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Jamie's back with a couple important things. One is fence staples, and that will hold the hog or goat fence to the wood until we apply the outside or inside layer to sandwich it. Mm-hmm. So those are great. Probably hold them with needle nose since they're 1 inch long.
I think so. Yeah, you probably want to hold them with something.
Yeah. And one more post because I miscut a post yesterday at the end of the day when I was hot and already ticked.
Oh,
Appreciate
man.
that.
Yep, we're good to go.
All right, we got some spacer blocks here. Ooh, that's might have to. There we go. Oh, I messed up your stain, Ray. Oh man. Ray just stained this, but we're just trying to make sure we don't have to stain around the railings as much as possible. Okay. So this is like 38 or more to the top, which is taller than normal. And then these are also sticking up more than normal to match what Joe had here. And he's going to put a cap on that. That's why we haven't beveled the edges or anything. We are trying to measure these railing parts really accurately because basically they are going to brace these posts plumb, and if we cut them too long, it's going to spread them out to where they're not plumb. If we cut it too short, obviously it's going to put them like that. So the difficult part is that they all have these big rounded corners on the post. So if we pull a tape across here and just look at it, it's really hard to tell what the number is unless you get down on it and get your eyeball on it and laser across the face of this post. And then you can get it accurately, but that's about the only way I found to do it. Stain. That's getting me every time. Okay, one last thing. It's worthwhile sometimes to check the inside post measurement and then flip over and get the outside post measurement because sometimes these are twisted a little, and if they're both twisted the same direction, it can really make the measurement short or long depending on where you measure it. So sometimes it's worth checking that too. For our last railing post right here, I'm reusing the one that was over there. I'm also reusing the fasteners, and it's just gonna screw into the house, so I don't need to really attach it to the deck very well because the house is gonna hold it. So we're just gonna line it up with the edge of the deck, plumb it up like that. I'm gonna run these into the siding. Joe gave us a bunch of stained PT material out of his shed here, and we used a couple pieces, but after looking at it closer, I don't think this is PT. I think this is just yellow pine. So we're gonna disassemble a couple things. Jono's smelling it too. Look at him. What's it smell like?
Smell like wood.
It smells like wood. Ray's getting a fit on this first panel here, and what he's done is cut off of both sides, top and bottom, so that the grid is centered instead of just pulling off the top, like off of one of those, just down and getting a number. I hope that's what you did.
That's exactly what I
Okay,
did.
good. How's it going down there?
Good till I dropped the brush all the way in the can. It just disappeared down in there.
I knew something happened. I heard Jimmy go, no!
I couldn't contain myself. Well, it's looking good up top there.
Yeah.
I like what I'm seeing there.
Yeah, man. Goats, hogs, whatever he wants to put up here, they'll be safe.
This is wild animal proof for sure.
Since Ray is using a grinder to cut these off and throwing little metal pieces on the deck, we got to make sure to blow it off really well. I'm not really worried because when those little pieces, if we miss one, if it rusts, the deck is rust colored and it won't like absorb a color because it's plastic. But if you were to do this on a pressure treated wood deck, it could stain the deck with little rust spots for sure. Brett found us, and I'm glad you did because you keep us dressed around here. Yeah. So it looks like you got some summer gear here, like some shade shirts. What are these called?
Sun shirts.
Sun shirts?
Yeah.
All right.
Long sleeve, no hoods. Sublimated.
Sublimated?
Sublimated. Yes.
Whatever that means.
It means that it's smooth and to the touch. So it's just like a shirt. It's just
Oh, yeah, it's not a sticker.
correct.
Ooh, that's nice. And then I like this color.
Yeah. Well, you know you like the light colors.
Yeah,
you
I
like
do.
Light blues and
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. So can people buy these?
yeah. They're
Okay.
online already.
All right. They're online.
Yep.
Check them out. Brett's also got tons of cool cars. A 944, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome. He's got the wheels kind of like paint matched to the body, but a little darker. That looks so cool. Is this the same person?
That's a good
Open that up, Jono. We've been getting pencils by the millions.
Maybe you forgot Max. Maybe that's what this
Oh.
is. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, they're Max. They're yours, Max. You got your own box of pencils. Yay! We're installing the second layer of our railings now, and the problem we're having is when we run a screw in, it's sort of making the boards do that, like pull tight at the top and make this really angled, because basically the bottom is over a doubled up thickness of this, and the top, it's only a single layer. You can see the studs sticking up. So we're just tacking it and then taking the claw of a hammer and basically making it even, like straight up and down, and then doing that. I think that's gonna work just fine. If you're thinking that the stain color is different on the railings and the posts, you're not crazy. You're correct. So this is like a lighter color stain. That's a darker color. And that's what he wanted. It actually kind of looks cool. Looks like a gingerbread house kind of log cabin-y style.
Man, this thing's looking really good. I'm
Yeah.
happy with the way it's turning out. What about you?
Yeah, I love it. I wasn't too excited day one digging through with like tree stumps. I was a little bit worried.
I was
It gonna be a
worried.
disaster.
I was worried we'd end up digging those whole stupid stumps out of there, but somehow we got lucky enough to get by them. And
Now
it's
strong, beautiful.
I mean,
Everything you could ask for.
if it was a deck at my house and it looked this good, I'd be happy as I could be. So let's get out of here.
We're not done yet.
Dang it. I still want to just get out of here.
Yeah, I got to do the top cap.
I'll see you later. Man, I got to glue that hose thing back together too for that
Oh, yeah.
vacuum air intake thing.
You're like wrapping up.
Dude,
It's been a great
I'm
project.
done.
Here's our over-length cut top cap. It's about a 1/4 inch over. So now we can center it up on the post, and then lay it in there. This end actually looks pretty square.
This one is not.
That one is not. So we're gonna go ahead and center it, and scribe that angle on there. See that, Max? I'm gonna go like that. All right, there's 3/16 to 0. Oh, this is gonna be it. There's one. You got anything to add to method of madness here on putting these top caps on?
Well, I gotta say this. I don't know what you said already, so it's maybe a little duplicate. I measure the outside from here on both sides, and then from here, and get those two numbers and cut it to the longest one. But it is possible that you could still cut it short, because if it was a parallelogram on the ends, it's possible for the overall length of the board to be longer than either of the numbers. So think about that.
Or don't, whatever you like.
That's all I got to add. But cutting it a tiny bit long and then kind of putting it in one end or the other, doing a quick scribe, quick trim.
That's what I did.
That's really all it takes. Look, if you try to measure the angles, you're an idiot. No, I'm just kidding. We would lose our minds if we tried to come up with an angle and then to try to use a square to measure that angle and apply that to the board.
It's like 1 degree or 1.2 degrees.
It's too small, yeah, of an angle. And it may be half of a degree. It may be curved. Just don't do curves. So a little long, scribe it. That's all there is to it. None of these are going to be square, probably. We might get lucky if there's one board out of, 9 of these that is just square on both ends and fits good.
Yeah.
That's not really a thing with 6x6 posts.
We're done here, and Jamie's totaling up our material and hours and all that stuff to give the final bill, which is always fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And he gave Joe an estimate of $10,000 for this deck and the other little things we did around here.
That's right.
As a total cost. What did it come up to when you added it up?
$10,056. So I was $56 off. It's pretty good. And I'm not really that great at estimating, but it's pretty much a miracle. Now, we did do a bunch of other odd jobs around here. You know, people always ask, what does it cost to build per square foot, or what does a deck cost per square foot? So let's just do the math. 8 times 22, that's the size of the deck, 176 feet. So if we take $10,000 and divide it by that, we've got, oh wait, other way around.
Oh boy.
See, I can't even figure this out.
10,000 divided by 176.
Yeah, I can't
Should be
even,
it.
can't
Math
even
doesn't
divide
lie.
it. All right, just keep waiting. That's not right. Is that $56 a foot?
Probably right. Math doesn't lie usually.
Is that right?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Well, it's not as bad as I thought.
No.
But we did a bunch of other weird stuff too, so
Yeah.
whatever. All right, so that's what it
56 bucks
cost.
a foot?
That's what it cost.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to say a long time ago it was like 15 a foot.
Right.
For a deck with no roof. But
Well, it
this
wasn't
has
composite decking.
and this is 10 feet off the ground and all
Yeah.
that, and so whatever. All right, well, that's what it is. That was really boring, but
I'm really impressed you got it that close.
Yeah,
So he's got to hand you a check for 56 bucks
that's right.
to bring it up to even. We're out of here.
Build out, roll out,
We can go to McDonald's with our $56 check.
done.
Get a meal.
$56 profit.
Cheeseburgers, here we go.
Yeah, baby.